This is from part 3 for the unit test review. It's worth 10 marks on the unit test. Brianna buys 289 grams of beef from a meat shop. She pays $3.45. What is the price of beef per gram? So right here, price of beef per gram tells us our equation. So we've got price per mass, which is dollars per gram from the units in this question. And they tell us that she's got 289 grams of beef. So the 289 grams goes on the bottom, since grams is on the bottom of the ratio. And she pays $3.45. We know that a fraction means divide. So quite simply, we punch in $3.45 divided by $2.289 grams. So go ahead and do that right now. $3.45 or 3.45 divided by 289 grams. And that gives us a unit cost of just over a cent per gram, 0.012 dollars per gram. That question is worth 6 marks on the test, so you need to give a little bit more than just the answer. I would suggest that you circle the answer to make it clear you know what the answer is. And you should put a therefore statement. So those 3 dots mean therefore. Therefore, the price of beef per gram notice that I have just repeated this last question. So I'm making it clear to the reader that I know what I'm talking about, but if they don't understand what's going on, they just have that opportunity to be a little bit more clear about what you've done. So the price of beef per gram is $0.012 per gram. This is just a little more than a penny per gram. And there you have a good answer. I'll get you started on question 2 in part 3. It says, what is the cost of the beef Brianna purchased per kilogram? Well, the difference is instead of dealing with grams, we are dealing with kilograms. So you have to change that number in grams to a measure in kilograms. We know that a kilogram is 1,000 times smaller than a gram. So what we can do to that 289 grams is we just divide it by 1,000. And when you divide that number by 1,000, you will get your measure in kilograms. So you could take 289 grams, divide it by 1,000 kilograms or grams in every kilogram. And that's going to give you 0.289 kilograms. When we do that calculation, our grams actually end up canceling out and we're just left with the units in grams.